Hello, my students. So this is Robin B again, and we are going to talk about navigating the textbook, and we're going to slide our way into chapter 1 doing this online test drive. All right, so one thing I want to bring to your attention is the first page of every page. There's nowhere to scroll, so you're just going to hit the button. Read your objectives. There's nowhere to scroll, always on the second page, and then you start reading about the system requirements. All right, so see it scrolls, you go all the way to the bottom, and then you flip your page. All right, here's where we're going to have fun. So this little link right here. This is one of the 2 times in this book that I would recommend that you were to have you could still put your textbook up on on another computer or an iPad so you can follow it better. But I would have it open, at least for right now, to go ahead and click this. Once you click this, you're going to be in the test drive. It says each time you click on test drive, a new session begins, data will not be saved. All right. So once you do that, you're going to go through the security verification. See, and it's telling you so you have your step 1 is start your net browser. Step 2, you're going to click this, and then 3, there you go. So it walks you through the steps, and this is what you would be looking at. All right, so one thing that I want to point out is that for every dashboard, they consider this white part here is your dashboard, and this is your navigation bar. Okay, so there's really just nothing to do there. You're just viewing it. All right, so they're telling you to select home. All right. And they're talking about these data metrics and talking about the data visualization. Is it important? Yes, but not really so much for this. The acronym DAVE, all right? So I will tell you this is either a project question or it's a quiz question. Okay, DAVE. DAVE is used to identify QuickBooks Online dashboard graphics. D is for data matrix, A is for analyst, V is for visualization, and E is for evaluation. So don't forget about my good old friend Dave. We cannot go any further, so I'm going to flip the page over. Whoops, I have a pop-up blocker. All right. So they're talking about the user interface. So this is more about just the computer things. Another way to learn about updates is go to this link. I don't recommend linking on it. Trust me, I'm going to be updating your butt like crazy. All right, QBO navigation. So when you hit the plus and new on your main screen, it's going to open this up. What I love about QBO is when you open this up, it's easy. Anything that has to do with the customer is under customers. Everything under a vendor is vendor. Your employees are your team, and other are accounting functions, okay? So you're going to learn about the other different things, so like the search magnifying glass. So you're going to be reading about that and learning about that. All right, so I call it a transmission gearbox because, yes, I did drop a transmission and put a new one in when I was 16 years old. Ain't no girly girl here. I might have nice nails now, but I didn't back then. So that is over on the very far right at the top of your screen. So you will click it. Everything about your company is going to be 1, your list, your tools, and profile, okay? We're going to be working quite extensively in accountant settings. Notice that is one way to access your chart of accounts, and there's something called QuickBooks Labs, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, and your managed users. All right, so it's telling you a set of directions that what you're going to be doing over here. So when we go to the accountant settings, they're asking you, circle means to click it. All right, when it opens up, you're going to go down to other preferences, okay? And you're going to make sure that your screen matches this screen, all right? So if this is not turned on, you turn it on. This is not set, I can tell you it's not set at 3 hours. So you can hit the drop-down box 3 and you're going to hit save. All right, so then you're going to see on the side, advanced. It's going to be over on the far left, advanced. All right, the way to make edits is you're going to click on the pencil. So it's telling you, Use such a sample copy more than 1 hour. Select Advance in the Other Preferences area. Click on the pencil icon. Click the down arrow next to 1 hour. So remember, pencil is how you edit something. Notice I cannot go any farther in this textbook, so I'm going to flip my page. So they start talking about what you're going to see on the dashboard. So they're explaining the dashboards to you, the different things that you're going to be looking at. That's going to be, you still have Learn Smart to do. Talking about the profit and loss. Okay, so I do not want you guys to get confused. Profit and loss is income statement. QuickBooks decided, or Intuit decided a long time ago, that a lot of the users that they they're using their product are not professional accountants or bookkeepers. So therefore, an income statement, what does it tell you? If you're at a profit or if you're at a loss, okay? So that's what they call the profit and loss. They're saying to see the profit and loss statement for Craig's Design Landscaping, you're going to go to the dashboard. That's that white area. The profit and loss section includes the net profit for last month. Okay, so it's telling you exactly. Another way is you can go to the reports and run the reports, and it walks you through it. So they're showing you what it's going to look like. All right. All right, so now they're telling you about exporting. So any report that you run, okay, if you were not in this class, you can email it, but in this class, we're not emailing. You can print it, or you can use this little piece of paper with an arrow, export. You can export as Excel, a PDF, or a CD, okay? So now it's saying, oh, now you're going to invoice. So it's telling you how, what you're going to do, all right? Step 1, select, right, over the black navigation bar at the very top left, you're going to see where it says plus and new, okay? Invoice in the customer list, okay? So you're going to go down and you're going to follow these steps on how to do it, all right? And that's what it should look like when you're done. All right, and so it says to close, you're going to click the green done button. All right, you're always going to find the done or the save and new or the save and close is always going to be on the far bottom right corner. Okay. All right, so now they have you going in and they're having you check your account and settings. So they're telling you exactly step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And they're showing you what it should look like, okay? There's your step 5 and 6 and 7, and this is what it's going to look like. You're going to continue on. Look, and it says click save. So you're going to click save here, and I'm telling you, over on the very far right, at the very bottom, it's going to have a green done button, and you're going to click it. Notice my page goes no further, so I'm going to flip my page. All right, here's a chart of accounts. Now, this is something that you should have learned in Accounting 1. Please read my lecture and a little bit of lecture notes I put in there. This is important. Trust me, we'll be talking about it this week in discussion board, so get ready. All right, so they're telling you to go in, you go into the gearbox. All right, so you're going to go ahead and it tells you how to troubleshoot. All right, so notice here it says to add the account number. So you had step 1, chart of accounts, the pencil icon to do batch edit, okay? The chart of account appears with the number column, all right? And it's saying down here to add the account numbers in the shown table, select the pencil icon to batch edit. So you would select the pencil icon and you would just go in there and assign the numbers to these accounts and then compare it. And at the bottom, you're going to hit, oh, scroll up to the top. That's right. They moved it to top. It's now at the top right corner and it says save, and you're going to save it. You're going to run the report. So it's telling you that you're going to view the account list. It says figure 1-5 shows the chart of accounts, which is also called the account list. Okay, so they're showing you how you're going to do that. Go to reports. In the search field, type in account list, switch to classic view, all right? And do not export. Remember I said do not export, only view it, okay? And let it go, all right? And They're telling you how to do it as a PDF, how to do it in Excel. Trust me, you're going to get another lesson in that in the next chapter. All right, I cannot go any further. I'm going to flip our page. They're telling you sign out. Do not do it. All right, do not do it. So we're going to flip the page and recent transactions. So you're going to read that. Make sure you understand these little icons. All right. And you will see in there explaining the different icons. All right. So this is an example. Credit card expenses shown for February 8th of 24. Your date differs, so you could put 25. Squeaky clean car wash. The expense screen shows the vendor squeaky car wash assist. Okay. 1 is expense. 2 with the MasterCard. All right. So you're going to follow what they're doing in the book. Okay. And you're going to make sure that your screen matches. Okay. I cannot go any further, so I have to flip. All right, they're telling you about what the reports are like and how to run the report, how to do a journal. If to look at a journal report, you're going to do this. So they're going to say navigation bar. Remember I said the navigation bar is that black bar on the far left. You're going to click on the word reports, and then a search field will open. You're going to swipe it, put in journal. All right, you're going to follow these directions. All right, and it's going to show this to you. All right. Then you will go to the next step and we'll flip the page. All right. Whoops. Pop-up blocks are sorry, guys. This is your check your progress. You do not have check your progresses to turn in for this chapter. You do for chapter 2. So you're welcome to flip through that. All right. The next page is creating an invoice. So they're telling you what they're going to do. All right. Select create invoice. So it has your steps. Go to customers, select sales and go to customers. Put a check mark next to Duke's Ball Camp. So in other words, following these directions, and this is what it's going to look like. And you're going to hit at the bottom of the screen, save and close. All right. You're going to receive a payment and it's telling you the end of the month, receive the payment. You're going to select the sales customer. So it's walking you through how to receive a payment. And this is what it's going to look like when you're done. All right. So you're going to follow these directions all the way down. I think you're getting the point. You're going to run this AR aging summary. You're going to run your trial balance and you're just going to compare. Remember, we're not downloading or exporting anything. They're showing you how to do the management reports and you can compare what you've got here. All right, so I can't go any further, so flip. So now they're going to show you how to do a sales receipt, okay? There's no more to do on that page. You're going to enter a bill, okay? And there's no more on that page. They have you writing a check, all right? There's no more on that page. And then they have you running a journal report, not downloading. No, not exporting, downloading, whatever you want to call it. Not going to do it. All right. So you're going to skip this check your progress. All right. So normally when you start the exercises, there's an emblem, but when you get to here, it says exercise 1-1. All right. We are not signing out. You're not going to sign out. You're going to go in there and you're going to follow starting at step 2. To set the invoice numbers, go to gear, account and settings, sales, all right, edit and turn on the custom transaction numbers and hit save. So you're going to follow that direction. You're going to follow the direction in advanced, all right, and then you're going to go down and you're going to enter the following using your current date and year. So sold 3 rock fountains on account to Amy's Bird Sanctuary for $8.25 plus 8% sales tax. Okay, so you are going to follow and do, these are the things that you have done in the chapter. All right, so I have told you guys in my notes to you all that for this chapter, after you have completed to here, all right, you are going to run a journal. You're going to run your chart of accounts. And you're going to run your transaction detail by account report. All right. So the one that you're going to be turning into me is going to be your chart of accounts, but you're going to need that transaction detail by account in your journal You're going to need to save that in chapter 1 in your files so that when you answer question 1 on your project, you have those resources to go to. I do want to show you something that's really nifty about every single chapter. So if you forgot how to do something, at the end of every chapter, there's a chapter index. So if you forgot how to do a journal, how to do a journal report, how to do a sales receipt, you can always go to the end of the chapter. All right. So I hope this has been a pretty good onboarding session for you. I will have another video and we're going to hit chapter 2. Can't wait.